Hello. So today we're going to learn something about basics of NinjaTrader, how to use NinjaTrader desktop UI to place trades and enable strategies and indicators. So this is a basic overview of NinjaTrader application, desktop application. So once you log in, you should see this window. This is called control center for NinjaTrader. You can close all the other chart and other indicators or any other windows, and you can start from here. That's what I would like to start from. So there are strategies here, accounts, orders, positions, execution, and log. So these are some of the tabs this window has, and here we have new. These are different menus, and we have tools, and we have connections. This is what we will be using. These three will be using. So first things first, when you log in, check that there is a green mark here. It's not yellow, red, or gray or anything, which means you're not connected. So it has to be green. And if it's not green, check um, connections and configure here to your whoever is your platform, or whoever is giving you the data basically. Okay, so here I'm getting rhythmic, so I have connected here. And so that is one. Second, tools, and this is where you can import your custom strategies, Technest strategies, Prop Trader Pro, or any other standard NinjaTrader strategies or indicators can be installed from here. So for this is tool. So you go to tools, and then you can check out all these things when you are free, but generally speaking, this is one thing you will be using. You go to import, and then you go to Ninja script add-on, and then point to the once you click, point to the point to wherever your add-on zip file is. Okay, 1 2 3, which wherever you have downloaded. So that's where you install. But so that's one thing we use it, import, use it for. Okay, otherwise you can go to settings, and also you need to establish the connection. And the next one is new. So new, this is where you'll be using something more often. So new is where you can open a new chart, or you can open a new output window. And there are many other market analyzers and watchers and these things, depth chart and whatnot. You can spend time learning. So mostly what we will be using here for regular trading, I'll be using is chart. So let me click the chart, so it comes here. So once we have, this is called control center, this window, and these are all tabs again: strategies tab, accounts tab. So from here you go to new. Every day you log in, and then you come to this strategies or accounts tab. Once you're there, click on new, and you open a new chart. So once you get this window, the highlight is already here, select. So generally speaking, you should click at the drop down and see if you have your instrument already listed, like 0626 MES or ES. Let's say I'm looking for ES. I don't have ES listed here. So I'll go to futures, and then I go to ES, and then I check 0626, that means June 26, which is futures, future month contract. So this is a correct one. Maybe sometimes you can see older ones like March or something. You shouldn't select that because that wouldn't have any traffic. Nobody's trading that older contracts, they're expired. Okay, so you need to select the one, the ticker symbol that you want to do, ES, MES, NQ, MNQ. Let's say I want to do NQ. This is the latest one. Let's say, let me open ES right now. So if I click on that, what is applied on the chart is this, S&P 500 mini contracts. June 26, huh? January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, June 26. Okay, 1 minute. So each and every candle or the bar will be representing a minute. Okay, so let's do 5 minutes. Okay, we will understand that later, or maybe we'll keep it one for now. So this is the days, and these are some of the settings that you can do for your chart. For now you can leave it all alone. One thing you might want to understand is plot executions. So you have three options. So if you keep it the text and marker, then whatever trades you take, it will be shown in the chart. If you keep it do not plot, then it wouldn't plot anything, so it keeps it clean. So okay, you can, and you can enable it and disable it whenever you want. Okay, so I'll keep it both on, and then marker size whatever. So I keep everything as is. Okay, one, it's a 5 day, it plots up to last 5 days from here, from now. And then I'll keep it to text and marker. Okay, and then I'll say okay. Well, so once I click that, I get this window. Okay, let me resize this a little bit. Okay, so this is my chart. I selected ES. I selected the June contract. I was in 1 minute. Okay, when I selected, and this is the chart. These are all candles. So the red candles mean the uh, price started here at the top and ended at the bottom. So the price lost its value. So that kept going, and then green means from here it started and here it ended. Okay, so let's get familiar with these some bit of controls. So here if you see the bottom, you have timeline, and here if you see the right hand scale, this is the price movement. So this black marker is where the current price is. 7266 is the current price. So it moves by 12 and a half points. So 50, 25, 75, 100. So that's each is called a tick. So 4 tick is 1 points on ES. So different instruments have different ticks and tick values. So right now, so it's going here. So let's go to the chart here. So this is the chart window. You can right click and you have some controls here. I'll tell you. So for now, this is the timeline. So right now you are at 12 p.m. Today, Pacific time, which is 3 p.m. That time, ET time. Okay, this is all happening in ET though. Okay, so this is timeline. So if here you can select a different instrument. If you want, you can select a different instrument. And now, since I'm taking trades on MES, so you are able to see some of these trades where I entered, where I exited, all these things. Okay, so if I want to change it to gold, I can change it to gold, and this is the gold. So this is the gold value 4634.4, $4,634 points is the value. Okay, and this is $100 per point, and one tick is $10. That is gold. Anyway, let's come back to ES, and NQ is Nasdaq. Nasdaq values are again each tick is $1, each point is $10, and it moves by a dollar a tick. Okay, $10 like a gas meter. Okay, so this is how you can change your selected instruments directly being on the chart window. Now you can select different timelines. Okay, so this is 1 minute, it went up and then it did whatever it did here, here, all these things. So this is what's going on. So if you want to change a different perspective, select 5 minutes. So this happened at 7 o'clock. Between 7 o'clock and 7:05, this is what happened. Okay, so the price was here, it started here somewhere around 72, 75, 72, 77 maybe, and then it rose. Okay, and then it went back maybe, but then it rose. So continue. You don't know what happened, how many times it came back and forth though, between here and here. But eventually, when it closed, it was here, which is at 91.92. So it moved around 20 points. So if you were to take a buy at this point in 5 minutes, you would have made so much of points. Okay, so that's the goal. So 5 minutes. So, but if you see 10 minutes, then if you had you taken the same trade 10th minute, 7 o'clock, and let me just do this one so I can point out. So here's where you started, 72, 72 kind of, 72, 73, that's where you started. But you probably had a drawdown of 72, 73 to 72, 70, which means you had around 3 points worth of drawdown before it went back. Okay, and then it did all these things, here. Whatever it did, it clearly ended here, and then at this moment suddenly probably dropped here, or maybe it opened here and then it started doing this in the next candle. But in 10 minutes, if you had taken an entry at the open, or at the best, if you're genius of the genius, you can take a trade right here when the lowest of the point, that's 70 to 70, and then you had some ungodly information, so 70 to 93, you can take it, exit here or maybe here. That will be the awesome trade. Okay, theoretically, because that didn't happen. So this is the timeline. So you can time frames, you can change it to ticks also. So there is something called ticks, so let's like 2000 ticks. This is also a famous a popular number people go by. So if you see the ticks movement, it's not aligned, I mean it's not very periodic. It's periodic, but it's not like frequent, exact same, like 6 10 minutes and then 5 minutes and then 32, and then, so that's how it starts. Basically each bar represents 2000 ticks worth of transaction. Okay, so if you see, these are very different values. So if you see, it's right now, if you see what's this one, so 66 and 67, so this is 1 point move in 2000 ticks. Okay, so if you want to see something, like you want to see one, these are all minutes. Let's say you want to see 120 minutes. Okay, you don't have that 120 here, so you come here to configure, you go to minutes, and you come here and say add, and then you say 120, and then you say okay. Then your 120 is added, then you say apply, and then okay. Now if you click this, you have your 120 here. Okay, so you want to do like 120 minutes, so you want to do 2 hours once, then you can do that. So 7 o'clock, if you had taken 7 o'clock at 56, you would have taken the trade kind of, maybe around 55 to, yeah, 3 points down. And this 93, up to 93 it went, that's for like 120 minutes. So you can have any kind of analysis if you want, and you can hold your mouse here, and then you can stretch to make it big and small. Okay, so these are some of the things that you learn as you go. Right click has some options, be careful clicking any options. Always read any message, it comes out error message before clicking OK. So that is time frame. So we have ticks, we have 500 ticks. It's almost like a 500 ticks, or a minute is like a minute kind of a chart. So yeah, okay, so if you go for ticks, then you lose the time frequency. It has different gaps based on the traffic. Okay, so that's how you stick to one thing, between 2 and 3 minutes, 2 minutes sometimes. 2 to 5 minutes is kind of decent for prop traders, in my opinion. Okay, so this is what you do. And then if you want to go weekly, if you have good depth, you can go weekly. Just take weekly one trade and then wait for it to happen. Okay, so this is way more personal cash rather than prop trading. But yeah, so let's go back to say 3 minutes. We will set it to standard for 2 to 3 minutes. And the next one is candlestick, so chart style. So chart style has the candlestick right now, that's what we have, and then we have OHLC, we have that and this, so you guys can um, experiment, but we will stick to candlestick for now. Okay, this is what we have selected right now. Candlesticks is this bar style. Candle has like a wick where price didn't really stick too much, or maybe stuck there for a while, but then this is the open and close. That's what it looks. It there is four information in a bar. That's called candlestick. So this is chart style, and next one is drawing tool. So if you want to draw something, like you want to set the trend, you can do this. Select a line and then draw a line, and then select another line and draw another line here, so you can get some idea. And you can delete it by just clicking on it, selecting it and deleting, clicking delete. Okay, so this is drawing tools. So we have number of things, Fibonacci series, all that fancy things. um, you know you can try all these things. It's 50%, 38% standard deviation. Okay, so and then if you just don't want it, click on that one and then click delete, it goes away. So that is drawing tools. Okay, that's what we did, drawing tools. You have seen these genius people explaining stuff like this. That's what they do, they use drawing tools. Okay, so then I don't want that no more. This is zoom, you can zoom in, zoom out, so that's again very basic. And then we have this data box. We started with the data box, so we're not going to open that. Next is chart trader. So this is your control. Right now it's off, so if you want to on it, click on the chart trader and then you get this calculator kind of thing. Okay, these are all buttons, okay, with money impact. Okay, so make sure you understand all these things before you click something. Okay, for now we just learned how to turn off the chart trader. We don't need chart trader. If you're not trading, get that away from, so that you don't click something. Yeah, okay, so chart trader. So right now we open it, and before that I want to show you this. It's called crosshair. So right now, so we had this before. Maybe you have, initially you have this mouse pointer. You can make it this one, it looks more high-tech, and it gives you the time and the time and price at the same time. So at 10:57 it was this, it was, so this is what's going on. So what do you think, it's going to go back here or here, or you're gonna come back here? We don't know. That's the kind of decision you can make with these setup. Okay, so I have selected local. If you don't want this crosshair, then you just have the mouse. And next one is chart trader. We have turned it on, so we turn it off, that goes away, so you can't trade. You can still trade, but not from the chart trader. So you have chart trader here. Next one is data series. We came from data series. That's what this data series means, all these things. And then next is the indicators. Okay, indicators. If you click on indicator, you get this window. So here, available indicators. There are already a lot of technical indicators available here. All these are Ninja provided trader indicators. So basically, if you want an indicator, let's say we can talk about one indicator, EMA. Okay, let me search for EMA. Do I have EMA? Yes. This is exponential moving average. Is an indicator that shows the average value of securities price over a period of time. When calculating a moving average, the EMA applies more weight to the recent price than the SMA. SMA is simple moving average. It's just straight up average, and this puts some extra weight to the recent prices. Okay, and so if you select this one, so it comes out here. This is configured. So these are all available ones in this window. In this window we have configured one, so you can have one or two or three, whatever you like. And then if you don't like, you select that and then you remove. You select that one and then you remove. You select that one and then you remove. You removed everything, so you can put it back. let's practice one EMA. Okay, EMA is exponential moving average. So the average period is last 14 days. Okay, last 14 period they say. Okay, you can we'll start with maybe 14 by default one, and then we'll see what are the implications. One more thing, when do you want to calculate this value, right? So on the bar close, on each take, on price change, you have three options. These are very subtle changes but have implications based on your decision. So try to learn and research more on this one about what is, setup, calculate bar close versus each tick versus change. Each tick means every tick the whole EMA and other things will be calculated. Each price change means it's not as, you know um, frequently as that, but still it does change. So whenever sometimes it moves but the price still remains because of the traffic and other reconciliation. So it's the price that matters sometimes. So you can, it gets less load. And then if you say bar close, then it would takes every bar close. It would have taken once here, and then it waits for this to complete, and then it takes at the end of here whatever is the value. Okay, close means wherever it closed. So right now we'll keep it at price change. It's in between like high frequency check or waiting for the close. And then the rest is all visuals. How do you want EMA to be golden? You can select a different color if you want. So let's make it like sienna color. Okay, and then solid line and one, so you can plot with the hash and dots also. So it kind of gives a different perspective. Okay, so we'll make it maybe 3. So we have that point. Okay, so this sienna color, right? Sienna color 7268 is sienna color, and I click OK, and this EMA is applied on this instrument of this time frame for this time period. Okay, EMA time period. Yeah, that's what it means. So if you see, the average is going up and down and up and down. So based on that, now if you want to see, okay, it was plateauing here and then it's moving up there. So let's say you were at 1215. um, you could have made 1215, you were here, so you could have made a decision like, okay, it's trying to go up, maybe it will go up, so you take a trade and probably you win a couple of points. Yeah, 70 to 72 points. Yeah, you could have probably won. So that's how you use the indicator to make a trend decision. Okay, it's a decision you make, but then look at that. The market started red, which means the actual market is going other way around, even though the indicator is showing clearly up. So this final indicator value, this 7268, will drop or fix, go up based on this current value. So this is untrustable. If you want to make any decision, this is your decision channel max bar. Okay, you can make decision based on all these candles, but this is a running candle, so you can't make any decision. Okay, I mean that is general wisdom, it's not an advice. Common understanding is that's how you use these indicators with a fist of salt. Okay, so again, let's go back to indicators. You click this icon here, it's called indicator. So if you point there, you'll see indicators. I don't know if you can see it, but indicator comes out. This is indicators. These are all available indicators, and these are configured indicators for this chart. And I showed you one EMA, and then we have Bollinger Band. Bollinger Band, if you apply this, it gives you like a high and low value of the trend, momentum, and volume, etc. Learn these things. Okay, I'll remove it for now, it's confusing. But please learn it in YouTube and other places. Go and learn what is Bollinger Band, what is Bollinger Indicator, how can it help. If you ask your chat GPT or something, it will tell you stories for all these um, built-in indicators. Okay, it's interesting, some of them are pretty useful. And let's go for one price line. If you want, price line is a good one, because right now this is the price. Okay, the dark color black 70 to 73, that's the actual price, and this is the average, our indicator price. So there is no um, link between showing that candle growth versus this thing, there is a, so you need to keep it here. Or if you don't want, then if you want a line, you can get that line. So let me go to indicator. So I added something called price line. Okay, if you search price here, um, price, if you get, I think if you just click here and then click P, you go to all these things, so you can select this price line. That's what I've selected here. If you select double time, two times, it selects twice. Okay, so you don't do that, maybe one time. But I'll change the color to something different. Yellow is not great, so I'll add the width to like 3, and then instead of yellow, I'll make it um, I'll make it let's see, I'll make it a little lighter, maybe this thing. Okay, I'll see how it looks. Okay, so this is something that's the line shouldn't bother me so too much, but at the same time, it's showing me the price here, for my eye. So that's how you can do different indicators, price line. And one more useful thing is drawing tools. So you click here somewhere, not here. You click somewhere here in the available and then click D. It goes to drawing tools, drawing tool. So this one is also useful. If you double click and then press apply, all these lines will be right here. So you can do some artwork. Yeah, see, nice. So that's what you do. So these are all indicators basically. So if you want, you just delete it. You can delete your thing, but it still stays though. As long as you want indicator. If you don't want those indicators, go back to indicators and remove. Okay, that's all. So just one more thing before we close it. So let's say we go to EMA 14. So let's say EMA 21. This is 21 time period. Then if you apply, so the chart changed a little bit. So you can see that based on your comfort. So let's say I add two EMAs. Let's say I add up one more EMA and then I add this one as 12. Okay. Now, if you see, the solid gold is the fast EMA because it's 12, and this is a slow EMA. Okay, so you can make a decision based on these two also. So wherever they are, one under the other means they're if slower is down, this is up, and then it's crossing over one over the other, and this is going down, which means there is common knowledge based on this pattern. Okay, learn it from ChatGPT. What is a common knowledge? And then try to apply if this common knowledge applies at this time. So let's say it's common, this is fast EMA, the dash is the hash is the slow EMA, and then last, this candle is useless. The current candle, you shouldn't work on the working candle. Previous candle is your choice. So here it's going up and up and up, so the average is kind of trying to move. So you can say that, okay, maybe it will go up. So if you have right ATM strategy and on the right account, if you have the right order setup, then you can go for a buy market or a buy ask or a buy bid. I'll explain that a little bit. Okay, but this is how you make a trend decision. Okay, so you make a trend decision and see if it's right or wrong. Okay, yeah, so that's about the indicator. So next one comes the strategy. Okay, strategy, if you click, you have some basic strategies they would have given you, like NinjaTrader free strategies. Right now I have Prop Trader Pro here, and I have a different version called Pulse Trader. I'm trying something differently. So right now, if you see this and if you double click it, then it will be configured here, just like indicator. All these are available strategies. Once you select it and double click, it comes here. If you don't want it, and it will be applied on this chart. Okay, whatever chart you are coming from, all these strategies indicator will be applied on this chart. Okay, this window belongs here. So if you click somewhere else, it wouldn't let you. This is the modal window. Okay, so here, first things first, you add your subscription email and accept the risk consent, because future trading is always risky. And so this is mostly educational. We want to like have an educational skill here. and EMA fast, EMA slow. So this Prop Trader Pro basically has some conditions. It makes the decisions based on these two, fast and slow. Default is 9 and 21. You can change it later. So here is the account size. So here you would check your account size. It says evaluation, but then it's prop rules basically. So you can set it to either evaluation or funding, not a problem. So you can say whatever is your account size, $50,000, $100,000, whatever is your account, uh, you can select. Okay, so if you are going to go with the trader weight and you have a select plan, you can go grow, select, and lightning. There are three plans. Lightning is a, direct funded plan, so it's a direct payment every 5 days on funded account, direct funded accounts, and these two are two stages, evaluation and funded accounts. Okay, so with some consistency rules across. But the good thing that I feel is in Tradify you have evaluation, they have consistency rules, so you are way more stricter and heavier, I mean cautious here. But then at least in funded they don't have that, so at least very flexible. As long as you're cautious, you should be able to. And then EOD, EOD trailing max down is also, EOD max down is also very helpful because it doesn't really trail every day, every trade. So these are 25k, 50k, 100k. As you go higher, you get better drawdowns. Okay, you get better drawdowns. So your strategies could be based on your drawdowns, or your bad strategy could be based on your target. Okay, it has to be both, but focus will be on one or the other. Okay, so it depends on how many cycles you have, how many trades, how many days. All these are very important, please understand. Consistency also has few different types, so just work with these AI chatbots and see what do they mean by that, and try to understand. And then so we have my funded futures, they also have very nice offers and programs, funded programs, 50k, 100k, and 100 up to 150k. So and these are monthly. So one of the thing is these are monthly, so your target is fixed to 9k every month. So this is your fixed target, like salary, you need to work for this um, before you lose this much, otherwise you lose this much, right? So that's the meaning. So you have many upcoming prop firms. These are very good, I heard. And yeah, okay, so these are some of very good ones. Even I use some of these. um, these are very good, but again discuss with their chat support and make the right decision. And once you buy it, so that's what you find it here, the size and the drawdown, maximum drawdown. Here's the target profit, and then minimum trading days is just a question that you want to have an idea how long do you want to see this trading, because you can blow up in 2 days, or you can keep trading for $50 every day, right? So you need to have some accountability. And if it's monthly renewal, so keep it as like maybe for 10 or 15 days, or maybe 20 days, because 20 to 22 days is trading days you have in a month, hardly. And then we have so many festivals, so and holidays, and everybody needs a holiday, right? So we hardly trade. So keep it 20 days or 18 days average monthly trading days. So out of which, so let's say this is the max I can so that's the life cycle of your um, prop trade. Okay, so this is the max daily. So if there are some people have max dailies, right? Some people have max dailies, max daily drawdown. See, that drawdown limit is $2,500. If you go deeper than this, they'll kill the account. So this is that max daily, be within. And then this also could be consistency rule. So if you have 40% consistency rule, 20% consistency rule, and calculate this 40% over this target and put it here. Okay, these are all dollars, by the way. and this consistency is percentage. Okay, so and then if you have events, try to put it like 8:30 to 9:30, today 8:30 to 9, this is all ET time, so 10 a.m, right? So don't trade. So if you do set this, then it'll just wait, pause the trading during this time, even if it gets good signals. Okay, so some, because um, some these guys, some of these guys don't allow during events. And then we have RTH and DTH. So based on your RTH is regular cash hours between 9:30 and 4:30 um, ET, Eastern time. Okay, so and then directional bias. Directional bias is this. So some people want, like, I only want to take long. I don't want to go short whenever it's losing, like, then downtrend, just wait. And then short, so it'll ignore. So the signal engine will produce both short and long, but then based on your selection, it only applies to those. And then signal strategy, these are some smart price action and EMA versus kind of strategy that we come up with, trend pullback, all these things. Just give this to your chat GPT and ask what is this, so you'll know. So you can, depending on what kind of day you expect today, right, based on that you can select different ones. These are like signal strategy, direction strategy. Okay, I'll select this pullback, the first one. Yeah, first one is what I'll, and then this is net liquidation or cash value, wherever your um, balance need to be coming from Ninja. Okay, so just select one of this, ask your prop firm, which one is this, and then I have selected, this is like the default one I've selected for this prop trader pro. I want to like see what's my thing. I have like $2,000. My strategies could be, I mean, your strategies could be generally like max DD based or profit based. Mine is max DD based because I want to stretch trading as long as possible. I don't want to keep buying evaluations like every week or month, every 2 weeks. So, but then I want to finish it off in a month too, at the same time, because these are renewables. So if this is renewable, if it's a eval, then this is what I would like to set. Okay, this is based on your appetite, you can select that a little bit differently, and then make sure that whatever is, this is your daily trade profile. Okay, but that doesn't mean you know um, you can break the rules. Okay, so if your max DD is daily loss is 500, don't set a selector for 750 here, so that's going to be wrong. Okay, so the daily trade settings profile has to match with the rules. Okay, it does, the strategy does test all these things and validate, but you also as humans don't make those mistakes. Keep it to, so if I'm saying 150, even though my bandwidth is what, maybe I'll keep it at 500 600. Okay, I'll just change it to 600, so I can take 3 trades maybe, right, 151, or maybe 4 trades to reach here. So that's the goal. Okay, so that's why I've kept it 600 max DD, and then I would say max DD always keep it near the 40%. If you're doing 40% of 3000 is 1200, so I will say 950. So I will want to make as much money as sorry, this is different. This is 500, we keep it, but I want to make as much as that, so I'll keep the TPS 1000 or 950. So this is my take profit. Now TSL and TSLT is where you have um, um, how do you want to safeguard your profit. What I want to do is, whenever I hit 250, I'll trigger a safety of 125. So I'll save half of what I made. As it keeps going, I'll keep doing that. So that's my strategy, slicing strategy. So here, let's see, break even. Do you want to do a break even? So let's say when it reaches 200, just move the SL from 150 to $25. Okay, so at least even if it comes back, I made the contract commission, right? Commission is $8, sorry, $4, $2 for getting in and $2 getting out per quantity. So if I make it two, then the commission becomes $8. I'll keep it to one for now. So trades per day. So let me do a six trades per day, and I want to trade as much so that I get more opportunities because my um, per trade loss is also capped and per day loss is also capped. So I'm not much worried about, but I want to see how much of this 950 I can make in every shot. Okay, and I want to take six shots. So cooling time. So whenever if I win or if I lose, the trade could be 1 minute or 1 hour. I don't know. It depends on how the movement was. So what I want to do is I don't want to revenge trade in any which way. So I want to relax for 30 minutes. Okay, so that whatever it market when I come back, it's fresh, refreshed from the old whatever trend. It would have had a new trend, and I'll see if I can get. I'll even start looking for any real-time signal after 30 minutes, and then flatten all time. So everybody needs to close after some time. Okay, all these prop traders make you close those things. So yes, okay, so we will put it as 16 15 50 15 30. So we want to do half an hour before the ED time. I think this is hour minute. So yes, so it's 15 hours 30 minutes. Just close everything. So our input series is this. We have selected ES, and then so we want to do it on SIM. Okay, so you can create more SIMs. I'll show you how. But right now I'm selecting this account as SIM. And then again I told you how to calculate. So it can calculate based on tick, based on bar close, or based on price change. Tick is very frequent, so Ninja, it uses more resource. So let's set it to price, and then this is my strategy label, and then I'll add maybe um, yeah, I'll just keep it that way. So that's it. I'll enable it later. I just want to check everything else is fine, so it's all fine. So then click OK, and then OK. So that's how you apply a strategy, but that was not we were learning. Any strategy you can configure that way and then click OK. So that's the goal. That's what we wanted. So last one is properties that it's a part of the data series and other. So this is strategy. So whenever you want to load a strategy, this is you open a chart, you start from here, you start from here, you go here, you open a chart, this is your chart, and then click here for loading a strategy, click here for loading the indicator, click here to select chart trader, off, on. Okay, so this is the, and this one is for crosshair, and this is for different presentations like candles, and this is for time frame. See, 1 minute looks like this. Generally we keep it 3 minutes, so we stay sober. So okay, so and these are all the different tools indicators I have loaded. One is called price line, one is called EMA. I have two EMAs, one is called slow and one is fast. And I have a drawing tool here. This is a drawing tool, and then I have one more EMA here. Okay, this is 12 and this is 21. Those are my two. So this is my strategy name, and there here you can see a D, that is disabled. In parenthesis you see a D here, that's disabled, which means strategy set on this chart for this instrument with all these settings that we have done, but it's not enabled yet, it's disabled. But anyway, coming back to the basics, so here is how you So if how do you want to take you want to learn how to take a manual trade, right? So you turn on the chart trader. This is chart trader. So once we have buy section here, sell section here, and then closing and reversing the directions here. Okay. Before that, we want to do the accounts. So here's the drop down. Once you set up your prop trade or sim accounts, prop accounts or sim accounts, it should be drop down here. Okay, with all your real accounts and sim accounts. And here this is the number of quantity, and here's the ATM. ATM is automated um, trade management or advanced trade management. Okay, so here is some whatever is going on here, some traffic, 70 people are doing this, 70 transactions doing that, A and B. This is ask and bid or whatnot. Okay, here, so since we are on sim 101, this is a simulation account, so we are just going to try all these buttons. What does buy market do? Let us say I click on this button, buy market. Okay, so it entered a trade in buy market. It entered a trade in the green color, which means it's my if the price goes above like this from 70 72, then I will make money. If it goes down in my other direction, then it turns red, and then we are losing money. This trade is losing money. Okay, that's what this buy market does. So whenever we made money, so let's say you are here, and then you are 25 one one. This is one tick. So if you want to see the ticks and dollars here, right click in this area, right click, and then go to properties here, and then here PNL display unit, you can show currency or ticks. Right now it is in ticks, currency, and apply, and okay, then it shows you dollar. So if you are in red, that means you are losing that much money, and if you're in the green, that means you are up that much money. Okay, so now once we are, let's say I wanted some green, and then now if I want to close it, I don't want to lose any more money or make any more money. Okay, all I do is I click the close button. So once I click the close button, we exited, and we are not in trade anymore. So this is how you take it. Buy. So when you say buy, when you buy, and if the price goes up, you make money, and then the other way around. And then if you want to close it, you just close it. So the other way around, if you think the price is going down, and then you can click the sell market. Market value is what you bought it for, and then in this sell, if the price goes down, you make money. If the price goes against you, you lose money, and the amount of money you're losing is shown here. Okay, so right. So and then if you want to don't want if you get stressed by money, you can go back, right click here, go back and text, and that way your mind gets busy with some calculations, and then you ignore, which you shouldn't. Okay, um so this is, and then let's say you're done, five good points, I'm happy, close. Okay, then you're done. So how do you know whether you got the money or not? You go here, you go to your account, you go to your sim account, and then you can see. Okay, this is not that account, but if you go to that sim account, you can see. Now you can see plus $20 or whatever we made. Okay, so that is buy market, sell market. Second is buy ask. What is buy ask? So let me click buy ask. When I clicked buy ask, what happened was I bought it at a higher price, a little higher price when I clicked on the close. So let's say if I buy market, I bought it at 771. Okay, and if I buy ask, then I bought it at 771.25 or something, a little bit higher price, but then I get a quicker fill. So buy ask means you get a quick fill, but then higher price. And then let's see what happens when we click on buy bid. So let's say we click buy bid, It's in blue color. That means I had put the order, it didn't take the order yet, and once it rehit that price, that's when it took the order. Okay, let's see one more time. You can close it anything. So let's say I do a buy bid. It waits for some time because I have a bid, and when it comes to that price, I am in the trade. It entered the trade or it failed the trade. Okay, until then I was able to wait. So that's what bid means in the buy section. Okay, so buy market is the market price that you're buying. Buy ask, you're buying at a little higher price but a super quick fill. Buy bid means a slow fill, but then um, um, you get to bid the price. Doesn't mean you always get a good one. So close. Any all of these can be closed. Okay, so let's say you buy market and then the reverse. If you reverse, then it changes the direction. So right now I'm selling. I reversed it. Then I'm started buy. I change the direction. So you can keep doing this several times, and then your account will not proceed in a good way probably. Okay, but anyway, so close. So reverse means you can reverse the direction. Now what happens to sell market? Okay, let us sell market. So at the market price I'm able to get the sell price. So at this price, and then it goes down, then I make money. If it goes up, which means my prediction is wrong, so I lose money. So if I'm losing money, I can close. Next one is sell ask. Sell. So let's say sell ask. Sell ask, it does the opposite like buy. So it kind of asks for a money which is not, it's a little further. So it kind of waits before it fulfills. Okay. See, right now it's waiting. Now it fill the. So sell bid means again, you bid for something and then you wait for it. But then when you bid, it's a faster fill but an expensive one. Exactly the buy asks opposite effect. So this is how you take a trade. Observe that whenever I take a trade, there is one buy line, entry line, and I don't have anything going protecting me from taking profit or stopping the loss. I don't have any protection. Okay, that is the direct. Those are naked trades or plain trades. Now that's because we are working on the sim account, but our ATM strategy is none. So let's make one strategy. Let's click on this drop down and click on custom. So this is a strategy we want to make for manual trading. So order quantity, let's say we want to do 4 of order, and ticks and currencies both are different by calculation, whatever you're comfortable. I'll make it currency for easy. So my stop loss I want to set for this $250, and then I want to make profit of $350. Okay, so I'll save this template as um, one what is that, 250 500, 250 350. Okay, so if I see that on sim 250 350 means I know sim 1, because I'm going for no how many I have 4 contract, right? Sim for no, 255, so something I save. Okay, so that I remember what is it about. Then I save it as a template, and then I click save it as a template. Saved it. Yes. Okay. So now if you see my ATM strategy, it's not none. It used to be none before. That's why we were used to take that naked trades. Now if we are in our strategy, ATM strategy, then we are our parameters are set. Now what you do is wait for your turn. So let's say you are going by EMA crossover strategy. Common knowledge is it there is some kind of uh, this candle is a waste, so don't look at this candle. But this candle, if you see from previous candle, it's going down, and the averages are also building up like stacking. So maybe if it could go like this, or it could go like this and then go back here, so we don't know. Okay, so it could either go back like this, or it can go back, just touch a few things and then go back like this. It can any, these are the two options we have. Okay, so now if you think that, okay, you know what, based on these steps and the current one, I think it's going to go down, you can do a sell market. Now the minute I click this sell market, instead of just all the settings that I had selected for this ATM strategy, auto advanced trade management strategy, all are applied to this entry. So I got an entry at the market price, and my stop loss and take profit is fixed. So the next thing I have to, all I have to do is to wait and see if I am my if the conventional wisdom of EMA crossover is applicable, was applicable to this particular candle at this particular time, 12:50, or when did we enter, maybe 12:54. So whether we were right or wrong, we will know in some time. So this is how you do. And then so if you think that you know you are hitting the stop loss or something, then you can close it immediately, or you can wait for the strategy to market to play out. Okay, so now what happened, we thought by the conventional wisdom it will go down, but and it might still go down, but for now at this moment in time it reversed. Okay, it went for a recovery, so we lost the trade, so that's fine. So let's say one more, we want to take one more trade in the other direction, or maybe now we are right, so we can go for buy ask, sell ask, or sell ask, and then we'll see what happens. So again, now we want to lose 250 if we want to, but then we want to make $350. So that's our settings. So the more depth we have, the more longer we can survive. So we have taken, remember, we have taken 4 contracts. If we had taken 1 contract, okay, then we had much more times. Okay, let's say it reverses again. So let's say that it's going to go up now. So now let's say I want to buy a buy market. Now I'm going with in the opposite direction. Okay, so we were right, but not in this candle, because it again hit down. So let's say we sell market. This time we hit the profit. So we think that we are going to go thing now, and we took another trade. So otherwise you can close it. Okay. So let's say buy ask. So you can practice your buy ask, buy bid, all these things during this time, and then you generally let the trade play out instead of closing down. Okay, so this is how you can set up your NinjaTrader. And one more thing you want to do is, before starting your manual trading or trading, you want to open output window, just in case if you are loading PropTrader Pro. So if you are so you select the PropTrader Pro, and if you come to the strategy tab, you have this enable and disable. Right now my other strategies are running on different ones with different such situation. So this sim one is our test. So all you have to do is to enable. Now sim is enabled on this account, and I will be able to watch the trades. Okay, so this is the basic of NinjaTrader and PropTrader Pro setup. Usually the same settings will usually the same settings are there in most of the um, most of the indicators and strategies. More, but try to chat GPT these things and see what is what. All these things are very meaningful and makes or breaks your account. So based on that, practice trading every day, like 2 or 3 or 4 manual trades, and see how the automation is taking that, how the prop trader pro is taking the trade. So right now if you see, we have it has taken many trades. So uh, one easy way to see the um, results quickly is go to your trades folder, HTML folder. So yeah, so you can go to this folder. So C prop trader pro trades and HTML, somewhere similar like this. So see, if you see, you have these different testing loss wins. So it won loss, so it made $30 loss. And then this account, this made $250 net PNL, but its current balance is this, lower limit is this. So this is an older um, journal, so we have a little better journal. So this was a hundred, this was a 100K, this is a 100K account. So your account name will be here. Instead of showing particular names, I'm showing sim names, so that this is demo. And all the instruments both. So it took long only once, and then I had both also at some points, but then it took long only. Okay, so and then duration. So this one was 39 seconds, this one was 3 minutes. So this is what happened. So this in the next version, actually we have a better one. I'll show you the better one. Actually, I think I have a better one. um, yeah, yeah, I have a better one. So this is the latest journal we produced. Okay, some are still could be off, but more. This is like 5 minutes. I think it status is active right now. Journal is on. So if you click this window, you don't have to watch the chart and other things. This will kind of tell you the story, what's going on for like last few minutes. Then it keeps updating every 15 minutes or something. Okay, so today's trade, this is the trading day, and then trade count is 1. That's what it's starting. We'll see. It should have every day it counts the trade, so we know how long we are in the thing. And it plots like this. Okay, so it gives you an entire summary. It gives you win rate, consistency limit. Right now for this account, we have not set the consistency, so the win rate is 20% today. Or yeah, so somewhat it is that's what it is. So let's see. So this one also has lost today. uh, let's see the 100K. So I'll have to check maybe, because everything is looks like yeah, so that's fine. So let's see. So 150. So 150 also made a 500 loss. It took 3 trades, and then it just straight up loss. So today is a it's not that great. So it started here, and then it dropped here to here. It took another try, and then it lost some more, and then it's settling down here. Okay, so it took 3 small trades, and then it didn't do very well. Okay, so that's fine. So let's see, I may have one more in the trade. I am sell. So let's see, this is also one 10,000 sell. Okay, so this has made it took 8 trades, and then it has made $975. So this is self-funded one, like cash. But it runs um, in the same rule book as prop trading. So right now it is clocking 62%. So it has 5 wins and 3 losses. So it kind of had a good day, and then so maybe I'll stop for trading today. So I could have stopped at an hour early or two, and then we could have saved some more money. Or maybe it's a different this one. Okay, so generally speaking, this is the learnings we keep having um, about the uh, that day's performance. Okay, so this is how you use NinjaTrader, and then you drop down and select different accounts, and then you can have different strategies. You can have one more strategy for one more SLTP. You have one more, and then you have 5 6 different strategies. And then every time you select an account, you select a different strategy. some works better some days than the other, or based on that. Uh, yeah, so at the end you just close down NinjaTrader. Once your trading is up, you close down the it automatically. Strategy also, if you have loaded Prop Trader Pro, it closes the window. But then it's always good to have a manual intervention, try to close everything and X out, and then um, save. Right now we have, I think some trades are going on, but you save everything. And yeah, so next day morning, by the time once it's done, it would have disabled everything. So next day morning you open the chart, load your thing, load your instrument and strategy from here, and then select your account here, and then apply the trade, and apply the strategy, and then come back in here and then enable it. Okay, before enabling, open this Ninja Trader output window. This is a useful one, so it kind of tells you exactly what happened. So if you see first thing, strategy initiated and this and this, so it sets all, it gives all the settings that we have already done. So just for the reminder, so just in case if you wonder what's what, we don't have to go back, because you can't go back to when the strategy is on, you can't, it wouldn't let you show the UI clearly. So here's all the thing, and then basically you need to make sure that your subscription check is passed. Okay, and then your new trading day is prepared, and then waiting for the signal. This is the indication that everything is fine with your with Prop Trader Pro, and it is good to go. And then immediately after some time, see, it said like 100K, because flatten all time had reached. So okay, so it has reached that time. So this is an older one. This is yeah, this is a new one actually. So at 10:30 it said, because I had set a different flatten all time for that. Okay, so this one output will have, right now I have one, two, three, four, and five different accounts running, and all the, since all of them are running on Prop Trader Pro, since all of them are running on the same strategy, all the ninja strategies what that you loaded, output will come here. Okay, in the output. So you can review it, and um, this will be your uh, daily um, journal. Okay, this is a daily journal, but it also tracks all the trades. I'll have to see how days, right now it's one day. So if you want to see what happened yesterday, maybe I have to add some enhancements to this. But generally speaking, this is what it the setting. Every strategy, every account is different. This is this self-funded $10,000 account, simulated account, and today I opened at this and then I closed at this. So this is my thing. This is the profit for today. That's what it says. Okay, so any other questions? Contact, or comment somewhere, or send a text, and I'll be able to help. Thank you.